Hello world, this is Wolfstar Games, it's Anton, and welcome back to more Robotics Notes Elite. So first things first, I want to apologize for only having one video a week as of late. I've been having some, major life issues that I've been having to deal with, so I haven't really had the chance to sit down during the week to do another recording session. So I do greatly apologize for that. Hopefully things will change before too long. I wanted to get that out of the way to explain what's been going on with me, so I hope you guys understand my dilemma. So hopefully things will go back to normal fairly soon. Anyway, last we actually left off, we were still in the middle of a scene with talking to Nai at the Space Center at JAXA, going over with her the pretty much the planning stages of building another robot, a gun build 2. So that's where we are, and let's just get back into this scene, shall we? Feeling at a disadvantage, Akio looks over Subaru's notebook without replying to him.
このモノコックっていうのはモノコック構造ですね。側がそのまま骨格と一体化しているものがモノコック構造で合ってます？
Right, and that's what I got from looking the word up. I had never heard of the term before, so I'm like, what is this exactly? So I just had to let the game explain it for me. I didn't actually have to look it up, I guess.
そうです。
Subaru is still shy around Tenoji-san. I still say he has a little bit of a crush on her. I mean, don't blame him if he does. He's trying desperately not to make eye contact with her.
おそらく巨大二足歩行ロボットを作るならこのモノコック構造が最適だと思います。
Okay, then let's do that.
そうなの？どんな形してるの？
代表的なものだとフランスのルーノ社が開発中のジェアン・ドゥがモノコック構造ですね。
Gene 2? So that, I take it that's another robot? Runo Company. Fiction. A car company that was established in France in 1898 and boasts over 100 years of history. Currently one of the largest car companies in Europe. I know it says fiction, but I could actually see this as being a real company.
はいはい、そうですね。特徴としては側が曲線中心で全体的に丸っこいデザインに見えるということでしょうか。
Rounded structure with a curved exterior. Okay, so it's. How do I want to describe that? So it's round with a bit of a curve to it. I'm trying to picture it in my head.
曲線の方が強度としては上ですからね。
Okay, that's good to know then. It's like that's what we were. That's one of the things that we were having trouble with Gun Build 1 was its stability. So we're getting straight to what will give Gun Build 2 its stability, which is good.
ガンバレルのフォルムを再現する意味でもモノコック構造は理想的ですよ。
そうなんだ。じゃあそれ。
Of course, Akio is all for that.
問題はこれも模型案と同じで一体誰がそれを設計するかという話になるわけですが。
Well, Akio gave Subaru that job. I mean, he's the one who wants to be a robot engineer, so who better to design it?
設計はかなり大変なんです。
True.
特注品になっちゃいますね。設計も加工も職人さんに頼まないと。例えば模型メーカーとか。
Model manufacturer. So someone else other than the robot doctor? Because the robot doctor can make robots and can get the parts for them, but he's not a model manufacturer. So they would have to have someone else come in to do that for them.
結局全部丸投げする形になる。費用もかなりいくでしょう。
Yes, it will.
ちょっと現実的じゃないかな。そっか。
After seeing a slight glimmer of hope, Akio's plummet into disappointment is fast.
JAXA にどれくらい予算を出してもらえるかわかりませんから。
Right, yeah. I mean, exactly how much is JAXA willing to put forth, money-wise? I mean, we have the money that we're getting from our sponsor, with the Space Candy Company, but I take it they'll only give us so much money as well. So with Space Candy and JAXA, it's like, how much money can we get from both of them overall? Can we get enough money from both of them to get what we need to make Gun Build 2?
案だけでも出しておきました。
天王寺さん、1億円くらい気前よく出してくれます？
100 million yen. Is that enough? Tenoji-san rapidly shakes her head left and right.
そんな大金出せません。
I kind of figured not. I mean, that's a lot of money.
ですよね。やっぱり皆さんの作るロボットに必要なのは手作り感だと思うんです。
Alright, yeah. I was about to say before I advance the text that, it doesn't hurt to ask. So that's good to know that we can't get that much money.
それにルーノ社だけじゃなくて他のほとんどのメーカーがモノコック構造を採用して巨大ロボットを作っているでしょ？
Do we know any other companies that can make monocoque structures other than Runo?
同じことをやっても技術と予算で負けてる分勝ち目はありませんよ。
Alright, and if we want to stand a chance, we need to have a pretty sizable budget.
それに見合うアイディアを出すのって相当ハードル高いような。
Probably.
高くて当然です。お金が動くわけですから。それに万博には世界中からロボットが集まってきます。適当に作ったものじゃ全く相手にされませんよ。
Interesting that she says that. Just build at random. So it's we have to know what we're getting into with making a new gun Varel. Is that what she's saying? Hearing Tanoji-san's real talk makes me feel like we should give up. They can't do that, not at this point. I mean, the expo is only in 6 months. It's like they have to do what they can.
やっぱり日高くんが言う通り、ホビーロボ風の構造が一番あなたたちらしいかな。あとは具体的なパフォーマンスの内容によってどこを強化すべきか、どこの手を抜くかが変わってくると思います。
Right. It's like do what we focus on what we need to put into the robot and just cut out what isn't going to be necessary. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Kaito? I'm getting sleepy. It's like Kaito's just like Frau right now. It's like he's just very sleepy. It's like, this is boring me. I want to go to sleep. Actually, I'm willing to bet that he just wants to leave to play Kill Ballad. I mean, he may be sleepy, but I'm pretty sure that he could play Kill Ballad while he's half asleep. I can only keep up with about half of what they're saying. Not that I intended on actually listening in to begin with. I might as well take a nap like Frau if I'm not gonna understand anything anyway. Yeah. It's like, we'll just leave Kaito and Frau to just sit out and take a nap while the ones who are actually interested in making a new robot talk about this stuff. It's like, because, you know, Frau, Kaito, and I'm pretty sure to some extent Juna all don't have the knowledge and the engineering skills to talk about all this, whereas Akiho, Subaru, and Nai do. So yeah, it's like, it's kind of like 50-50 right now with all the members here, and of course including Nai into that. Or I could kill time playing KB. It's like, what was I just saying about him being able to play Kill Ballad while being half asleep? Akio will probably get mad at me if I do that. Probably, yes. And you don't want to get on Akio's bad side. It's like, I just imagined her ruffling Kaito's hair if he were to pull out his phone droid to play Kill Ballad. It's like, don't do that! Kai, don't do it! It's like, ruffle hair! I mindlessly stare at my phone droid after opening it to pass the time. Maybe I can give Akio cat ears again using the cat ear mode app from a while back. I thought he deleted that though. I know, though with any app really, you can always get it back if you wanted to get it again. Crap, I deleted that. Yeah, I thought he deleted it. Gosh darn it, we can't see Akio in cat ear mode again. It's like I honestly kind of missed that from the beginning of the game. I do a search and DL it again. DL download. I take it that's what the shorthand for download would be. I've never heard that before, but it only makes sense. It finishes in about 30 seconds, so I boot it up. There we go. I actually honestly really like Akio this way. I don't know, maybe it's just an odd little thing to like, but you know, I can't help it. It's like she looks far too cute this way. Without her noticing, I give Akio cat ears and a maid outfit in AR. It's hilarious watching her have a super serious conversation dressed like this. I just had a thought. It would be even more hilarious if he put cat ear mode onto Subaru. That would be so funny. It's like, I want to see that now. I want to take a picture, but since you can't mute the camera shutter sound, I practice some self-control.
ね、スバルの案じゃ頑張れるに見えないっていう問題が解決されてないけど。
じゃあ頑張れるの色を再現したシールでも貼りますか。
There we go. That's one option.
人は想像力豊かですから、色だけで頑張れるだと気づく人も出てくるかもしれません。
Although some people aren't as imaginative or have a creative mind as other people, so yeah, he's kind of taking a chance with saying this.
それはさすがにかっこ悪いって。
見てくれは諦めてくださいとしか。
We can't just give up on Gunvarel's appearance. I mean, it has to look like Gunvarel, right? So we have to do what we can to make it look like him.
それに1号機だって十分かっこ悪かったでしょ。
Don't hold back, Subaru. Jeez. It's like a way to shatter Akio's heart there. Jeez.
さっき部長もそう認めていたじゃないですか。
Did she? I don't remember her saying anything like that.
あれは結果的にああなっちゃっただけだもん。最初からかっこ悪いのを狙ったわけじゃないよ。
Of course not. But I honestly don't remember her saying that before.
とにかく側なしでもありでもいいから頑張れるに見えるようにしたいの。
Right, yeah. Exterior skin, eh?
猫耳メイドみたいなもんか。
That's just what I was thinking just before Kaito said this. It's like just like the cat ear man. It's like it's basically like a skin.
あ、カイ、人が話してるのに遊んでた？
Busted.
ヤシオ先輩なら部長先輩に猫耳生やしてニヤニヤしてるわけだが。
Way to call him out, Frau.
また？
Again, yes. Curse you, Frau! She was peeking at my phone droid this whole time? I guess so.
猫耳つけないでって前に言ったでしょ？
Like, sorry. Or how they say in Japanese, gomen. Right, what I've learned is that gomen is just saying sorry, and then gomenasai is I am sorry. It's like learning a little bit of Japanese, but you know, it's like I'm learning slowly.
そんなことよりロボ2号機の側の話だけど、いっそ AR にすれば？この猫耳メイド服みたいにさ。
Interesting proposal there. And suggestion. Huh. Can we effectively implement that?
Huh?
Everyone looks lost.
スバル君が言うように軽量化はしなくちゃいけない。だから側は全部外す。それしか方法はないからね。
Huh. Wow. Look at Kaito actually making a suggestion on the design. And, you know, not just the design, but, you know, keeping in mind of, you know, the Gunbuild 2's, you know, weight. You know, we have to keep it lightweight. So if they have to remove the exterior plating, they can't put anything on it that will give Gunbuild 2 the appearance of him being Gunvarel. So what would be their last choice to make him actually look like Gunvarel? An AR skin. Very interesting suggestion. I rather like that.
その代わりにロボ2号機をイルオで見たら頑張れるのかっこいい姿で見られるみたいな。
Huh. Much like how he's doing that with Akiho right now. Very interesting. That's when you think about it, that's a very innovative approach.
それ、ただの子供騙しのような。
I mean, it's really not a cheap trick. I mean, it's just something that they would have to, like, I guess, program into IRUO. And who here is a programmer? The Frau. So, I'm sure she could, you know, get a Gunvarel AR skin into the phone droids that people could download.
いいじゃないの、子供騙しで。そもそもロボ1号機の外見だって子供騙し以外の何者でもなかったし。
What? Why does he say that?
そうだけど。アイディアとしては面白いですね。
It is an interesting idea, one I really like.
側を実際に造形する手間も省けますね。僕は賛成します。
And Subaru agrees.
どうですか、あきほちゃん。
I mean, it's a good idea. Rather brilliant, if you ask me. Come on, Akiho.
カイ、まずその猫耳消して。
はいはい。
Fine. It's like, once again, Kaito's hopes are dashed.
アプリごと削除ね。
Poor cat ear mode. Just not in Kaito's favor to actually have that app installed on his phone because of Akio. Maybe if it was fated for you to be erased from my phone droid twice over. Not that I'm really all that attached. I don't know about that. He seemed like he was pretty attached to the idea of Akio being a cat ear maid. Cat ear maid? Cat girl maid.
カイの案で引っかかるところが一つだけ。
What's that?
その AR ガンバレルのモデリングは誰が作るの？
The Frau. Who else?
そんなの作る必要ないよ。
We don't? Explain yourself, Kaito.
データを流用すればそれで済むでしょ。
Reuse the data. Okay.
データ？
Data?
ギルバラのデータ。せっかく作者がここにいるんだし。
Right. Of course. The kill ballot data. There we go. And that creator is still collapsed on the table like a dead fish. Like, I am a dead fish. Leave me alone.
そっか、キルバラのモデリングってアニメにかなり忠実だもんね。
コナちゃん、そんな感じで大丈夫？
Is she awake? She is.
大丈夫だ。問題ない。
Okay. Sounds like we have a plan. It's like everything's coming together so quickly, it seems. Well, there you have it. Yeah.
っていうか、あれ、私がモデリングしたんじゃないし。
You didn't. Who did?
東京にいる私のサークルの仲間、チューチュー安正氏の力作であります。
Interesting name. Choo Choo? Yasamasa Choo Choo?
ハンドルネームはすごくバカっぽいけど。
It's a funny name. Kind of.
そのチューチューさんに許可は取らなくていいんですか？
Choo Choo san. That just sounds kind of funny.
踏んづけてやるって言えば何でも言うこと聞く人なんで。
What? You'll step on him? Okay. Is that one of his kinks? Or the Frau's? Or maybe both.
何者だよ、そのチューチューさん。
Just hearing Choo Choo san is just funny.
38歳妻子持ち、趣味はプラモデル作りと 3D ロボのモデリング。
That's how old I am. But I'm single.
ただれた関係？
Akio. Oh my god. I strongly believe she's not having an affair with this Chuchu-san.
サークルの仲間だをたまに背中を踏んであげてたわけだが。
Oh wait, step on his back. That's actually a common way to get any kinks out of someone's back. Just lay down on the ground and let someone step on their back. Yeah, that makes more sense now.
エロゲ的展開はみじんもなし。
I believe you, Frau. I believe you. Also, stop in the name of love. I know I've made that joke before, but I can't help it.
東京は恐ろしいところだね。
I mean, it's just a bigger city, Kaito.
その変態グラフィッカー氏の話はどうでもいいです。どうするんです、部長。
良さと時間を考えると、その方法が一番な気がしてきた。
Okay. Well, I guess Chuchu will be a new character at some point.
わかった。カイの案採用するね。ありがとう、カイ。ナイスアイデアだったよ。
Yeah. Very solid idea. You're quite welcome. And he's being polite about it. In his head, anyway. So, when is this meeting gonna wrap up? I mean, it has been quite a long scene. There were a bunch of other items of business in Subaru's outline. If we tackle them all, it'll take ages. As far as I'm concerned, this is just one big waste of time. I'd like to go home now. Yeah, Kaito's getting kinda bored.
側の問題は解決しましたが、まだ課題は山積みです。例えば素材。
Yes. It's like, we need all the necessary parts.
素材についてもノートにはいくつか案が上がってたね。
Okay, so he did quite a lot of work already.
ホビーロボット風で行く場合でも、巨大二足歩行ロボットはとにかく重量が桁違いです。
Right.
単純計算で高さが10倍になると重さは1000倍になりますからね。
Right, yes.
そうなの？
体積は3乗ですよ。
Cubic volume. Huh. I mean, that's the Tanegashima machine. Oh, there we go. Okay, so the Tanegashima machine at regular size is 28 centimeters and weighs 1.2 kilograms. So, yeah, 10 times that to make Gundorel, we get this diagram. 280 centimeters and 1,200 kilograms of weight. Wow, that's quite heavy.
あ、それは私もわかる。
ヤシオ先輩の頭脳は小学生レベルですね。デュー。
Frau's contribution to this, to this whole thing has just so far has just been about her kind of bashing Kaito. And Kaito doesn't know what to say. A 1 meter tall gun barrel weighing 10 kilograms, scaled to 10 miles, I think, with the same material. Because it wouldn't be meter. A meter would be... Or would it be meter? I don't know my shorthands very well. Would weigh 10,000 kilograms and be 100 times heavier. But I was too embarrassed to say that out loud. Why? Why would he be embarrassed to say that out loud? I don't understand.
それだけ重くなるということは、素材を変えたり側をなくしたりしてどれだけ軽量化してもやっぱり十分重いんです。その自分の重さを足が支えきれない、特に関節を増やした場合はね。対策としては1号機のように足を太くするか、重さに耐えられる素材を使うしかありません。
But we don't want to make the legs too thick, right? I mean, Gunbuild 1's legs were like enormous. And I want to say that that was a factor in making him so extremely slow.
それでスバルがまとめてくれたのだと、鉄、ステンレス、ジュラルミン、カーボン、アルミ、マグネシウム。
Duralumin. I know one other game that has brought Duralumin up. I didn't think I'd hear it again in another game.
鉄は安いですが重いです。アルミあたりだととても軽いですが値段は高めになりますね。それに鉄と比べると強度も不安です。
Right, yeah.
素材そのものの軽さを取るか、素材の強度を取るかも悩みどころですね。
How about Duralumin? It's like that's one that I'm not too familiar with. It's like, what is the Duralumin's durability like? Duralumin's durability. That's very alliterative.
どっちがいいのかな。
ダンスやら空手の型やらをやらせるつもりなら軽い素材を使った方がいいような気がします。
That makes a lot of sense. That they would have to go with a lighter material to have Gunvarel dance and do karate katas. So, yeah.
根拠は？
重いと動くためにトルクが必要になりますから。軽い方がトルクは小さくて済む。
そっか。電源と動力の問題にも関わってくるんだね。
あとは予算的に厳しいかもしれませんが、21世紀になって注目され始めた新素材を用いる方法もあります。
あ、本当だ。欄外に小さく書いてある。
Is it Duralumin?
カーボンナノチューブ、CFRP などなど。
No, carbon nanotube. CFRP. Which are two different ones. Okay. CFRP. Carbon fiber reinforced plastic. It's plastic, okay. A strong plastic containing carbon fibers. And carbon nanotube. An allotrope of carbon with a cylindrical structure. Used as a rope for orbital elevators due to its lightness, strength, and springiness. Springiness, okay. I didn't know anything like that could have springiness to it.
最 近だとエグゾスケルトン社がグラフェンを採用した試作品を作っているって話があるそうですよ。
Graphene. Yes. Getting a lot of tips here. Graphene. An allotrope of carbon consisting of a single layer of carbon atoms arranged in a hexagonal lattice. Main component of the carbon nanotube. Oh, okay. The Nobel Prize in Physics was awarded to researchers who, for the first time in history, created a successful single-layer separation of graphene. Interesting. I don't think I've ever heard of graphene before.
もっともあそこは巨大二足歩行ロボットは作っていないですけど。
Okay.
カーボンナノチューブとか CFRP とかでロボットを作ったら本当に模型っぽくなっちゃうんじゃないかな。
Scale model? I don't know too much about, robotics. I did robotics for a very short period of time when I was younger. It didn't completely hold my interest, so I don't really know too much. But with a scale model, how big or how small would a scale model be? Not to mention the weight. What would the weight be?
お台場ガンバムも鉄骨に FRP の側でした。
FRP skin. FRP, fiber reinforced plastic. Plastic with increased durability while remaining lightweight. Features heat resistance, diathermancy? I have no idea if I'm saying that right. And even has electric insulation. Okay. Oh. Unread. Did I not read this one? Well, I guess I'll read it now. Snidester? Fiction. The name of a robot from mobile battler Gundarel and Gundarel Kill Battle Online. Piloted by Veril Western. Interesting name. The only cart trooper with a long-range shooting skill. I'm surprised they have one that's unread.
かなり軽くなるとは思います。その分お値段もとんでもないことになりそうですけど。
やっぱり無理ですか？
I mean, some stuff will have to just not be implemented, I guess.
すべてのパーツを炭素繊維強化プラスチックでというのはちょっと。
So what? May have some parts be made out of I'm now forgetting the name of it. Carbon. So having some of it be made out of carbon nanotubes, and others be made out of carbon fiber. Maybe they could do that.
でも例えばアルミ素材の表面に CFRP のシートを貼り付けるだけでもかなり強度を高めることはできると思いますよ。
Okay, then why don't we do that? Like just combine materials to make it more durable and make it, and make it more mobile.
なるほど。
その方法なら予算内で収まるんですか？
Good question.
それは
Come on, Nai, don't keep this from us. Tell us if we can afford this kind of material. Well, more than one material, I should say. Can we afford more than one material? Her laughing leads me to believe it'll still be a sizable chunk of cash. It wouldn't be surprising to me.
最近は新素材も量産体制が徐々に整ってきて、10年前に比べれば信じられないくらい安価にはなったんですが、それでもやっぱりちょっとお値段張るんじゃないかな。ちょっと素材の選定については一度持ち帰らせてください。
Looks like she's gonna give it a shot. Alright. I guess we have to leave that all to Nai then. But Uncle Sinamiya is always complaining about how JAXA doesn't have as much money as NASA. We probably shouldn't expect too much.
じゃあ素材は保留して、これまで何度か話が出たけど、電源と動力について。
軽量化するためには重要な要素です。
If the power is enough, right?
ガンツク1はディーゼルエンジンと発電機がかなり重かったんだよ。
Yeah, and though the diesel engine and the generator were two factors that made Gun Build 1 really slow, right? In addition to the legs being really massive.
ロボにエンジンを乗せること自体がナンセンスなんですよ。
Except she did. It's like, what's done is done, Subaru. Let's not dwell on that, shall we?
そうかな。一番手っ取り早いのは電気自動車のエンジンを乗せることなんだって。ガンツク1の設計図にお姉ちゃんのコメントでそう書き込んであった。
確かにそれなら発電機がいりませんね。ただおそらくそれでも動力が足りなかったでしょう。
よくわからないんだけど。
Juna raises her hand timidly. It's like, what are you thinking, Juna? It's like she hasn't contributed a whole lot here. It's like, what has she have to offer?
自動車はエンジンをかければ動くよね。
Yes.
でもロボットにはエンジン向いてないの
I mean, they shouldn't be. Yet they did use one on Gun Build 1. And while it did kind of work, at the same time it kind of didn't work. So it was kind of like a double-edged sword in a way.
いい質問ですよ。
She sounds like a teacher. She might be better in that role than Michi. I much more like Nai than I do Michi. It's like, so far Michi really hasn't contributed at all to the story. I mean, he just seems to be there for, like, comic relief.
車の場合、エンジンのピストン運動が クランクシャフトで回転運動に変換され車輪を回しています。
I mean that's a crankshaft motor then, or a crankshaft engine. I mean, and you know that kind of engine is, I don't think, is made anymore. I mean, not the, like those really old cars, like, way back then, where they had to turn a crank to start the engine. It's like, that's really old school. So that's where my mind is going with a crankshaft engine. I don't think they could really do that with a robot. It's like crankshaft the robot to make it run. It's like, let me just turn this crank on him to make him run. It's like, where'd they even put the crank? At his crotch? Yeah, I went there. Oh.
ロボットの場合、車輪ではなくサーボモーターを動かす必要があるんです。ただ、サーボモーターは自動車の車輪のように全てが同じ方向を向いているわけじゃありませんよね。それと、全てのモーターを同時に同じ速さで動かすというわけでもないので。
Oh, okay. So, they're what are they trying to do then if they're not trying to move all of the motors at the same time as well as the speed? It's like, what do you want to try and do, Nai?
単純な回転運動では対応できないんです。
Okay, that makes sense then.
結局、動かすためにはそれぞれのモーターを個別に制御しなくちゃいけなくて。
Individually. So with a large robot with all the servo motors, how many servo motors would there be in a very large robot? Because that's a lot of motors to control individually if it's a lot of them.
そのためには電力が必要になっちゃうんですよ。
And this is where the monopole would come in. That electrical discharge that it gives off.
1号機はエンジンの上下運動をさらに回転運動に変えて、その回転運動を持って発電機を作動させていました。その発電した電力でそれぞれのモーターを動かしていたんです。なのでかなり効率は悪いですね。
Inefficient. That's actually kind of surprising.
エンジンを外付けにしてケーブルでつなげばよかったんだ。そうしたら俺はあんなクソうるさいコックピットで過ごさずに済んだのに。
Well, you did anyway.
アンビリカルケーブルみたいに？
Excuse me? Is that different from an umbilical cord? It's like all of a sudden we're talking about umbilical cords.
ケーブル案を採用しなかったのは、ガンツクワンは歩くことを最優先にしてたから。
Right. because that's all Gunbuild 1 could do.
有線だと歩行中に切れたり足に巻き込んだりする危険があるでしょ。だから胴体に格納する形を選んだんだ。これは設計図段階からそうなってたよ。
Interesting. Stored in the body. With that walking speed, I doubt there was any risk of that happening. Right?
お祭りの屋台とかでよく見る小さな発電機あるでしょ。
To provide power for like all the festive lights. I mean, that's an idea.
あれで発電するとかダメだったのかな。
発電量が全然足りないと思う。
What would be enough then? The only thing I can think of is the electrical discharge that the monopole gives off. And I don't think there's really any way that we can extract that electrical discharge. We would have to use the whole monopole.
トラック用のディーゼルエンジンですら全く足りなかったぐらいなんだもん。小さな発電機じゃガンツク1の足は数ミリしか動かなかったかも。
そうなんだ。
1号機に使っていたサーボモーターが電気駆動式だったことも影響しています。電力の消費量が多すぎるんです。とはいえ油圧式や空気圧式だと装置自体が重くなる上に制御も大変で、しかも高い。
This all sounds like a giant pain in the ass.
中古のユンボをタダで譲ってくれる太っ腹な人がいればいいんでしょうけどね。
Power shovel? Who would we even go to get a power shovel?
そうしたら油圧式のモーターも流用できますから。
There's no way a sugar daddy a sugar daddy? Really, Kaito? There's no way a sugar daddy like that is just gonna appear out of nowhere. It's like, do we even know anyone like that, though? I don't think we do. Unless we do know someone like that we're not aware of. That they have a shovel like that.
やっぱり有線電源にするしかないかな。
でも足に巻き込むっていう危険はもっともですよ。部長は残念でしたが、設計者であるお姉さんはさすがです。
残念って。
I feel like Subaru just insulted Akiho. And of course praised Misane at the same time. It's like, way to go, Subaru.
アキちゃん落ち着いて。事実を指摘されただけなんだから。
Ouch! It's like both Subaru and Kaito. Come on, guys. Have a little more tact.
ほら、スコール飲んで。
Does he actually have some with him? Akio tucked a bottle of Skull into her bag before leaving for the meeting. Oh.
こういう いう時だけ海外しくならないでくれないかな。
Because he picks and chooses his battles, apparently. Akio pouts and takes a swig from the bottle, as I just do with my water.
スコール
Of course, her drinking a skull gets her completely fired up. Must be nice to be able to regain your energy with just a single drink. I mean, wasn't it explained that a skull is an energy drink? So that would only make sense.
電源を外に持っていくのは大前提だとして。
An external power source. So, if it has to be an external power source, it can't be the monopole then, right? So what would they use?
有線ではなく無線という方法もあります。
あ、ワイヤレス電源だっけ。前に詳しく説明してくれたよね。
最近よく聞くようになった技術ですね。
ポケコンはワイヤレス電源を採用しています。市販品だとホビーロボ用のものが普通に売ってます。これならエンジンも発電機もバッテリーも搭載しなくて済む。ケーブルも必要はありません。
スバルのノートには電場磁場共鳴型って書いてあるけど、これが正式名称？
Electrical and magnetic field resonator. Like a monopole? I mean, it just seems that that is where this is heading. The monopole has to be used as a power source for Gun Build 2. It has to.
そうです。
磁気共鳴型とも言ったりしますね。
簡単に言うと音差の共鳴と同じ原理です。
Right, and we talked about resonance quite a while back.
高いんじゃない？前も聞いたけど。
動力を得るためにはかなり巨大なコイルが必要になりますから値段も高くなるかもしれませんね。
Yeah, could be very expensive.
コイルの重量は計算していますか？
はい？
エンジンや発電機の代わりに大きなコイルを搭載するわけですよね。そのコイルの重量はどれくらいになるんでしょう
？She's got a good point. It's like this coil could be extremely heavy given the material of the coil. So they would need a coil that's heavy enough that would have enough electrical power to it that we would need in order to power Gun Build 2. So it's like what's the minimum weight that this coil could be?
おそらくですがディーゼルエンジンと発電機を合わせた重量よりはわずかに軽くなるかと。
Okay, that gives me a little more of an idea of how much weight it would be.
2号機は1号機以上に電力を食いそうですから発電装置については1号機より大型化するはずです。
Right, yeah.
それと比べるとコイルの重量は軽い方に入ります。
動力は足りますか？
I mean, that's what we need.
それはわかりません。
磁気共鳴型は送電効率がいまいち悪いのがデメリットなので、もしかすると装置の巨大さに比べてあまり動力は得られないかも。
そうなんですか？
ああ、無線がダメとは言ってるわけじゃないですよ。
I don't think we should go wireless. I think we would get more power if it was wired.
ワイヤレス電源には別の方法もあります。そちらも検討してみたらどうでしょう。
別の方法？
Looks like the thought hadn't crossed Subaru's mind. He looks uncharacteristically confused.
電磁誘導方式ですか？
It's like talking about electromagnetism now during this. It's like it all goes back to the monopole. I swear. They have to use the monopole. But the only ones who actually know about it are Kaito, Akiho, and Subaru. Not to mention, Gijene, but, she isn't exactly part of the group, so... which actually makes me wonder if at some point she is actually going to officially become part of the group. But anyway, I'm kind of getting off topic here, but it's like the monopole has to be used as a power source here. But with it being an external power source, how would they be able to do that with the monopole?
ポケコンに使われているのはこれですね。ただこれはせいぜい数十センチくらいの距離でしか送電できません。
Only a few centimeters of distance. Is that enough? Or do we need more?
それじゃなくて他にあと2つぐらいあるんですよ。
There are. What are those? Tanoji-san begins looking something up in her phone droid.
ああ、そうそう。レーザー光送電とマイクロ波送電です。
Interesting. Laser transmission and microwave transmission. Okay, so which one do you want to talk about first, Nai?
どちらも電磁誘導型と根本では同じです。
Oh, okay. So either of those coupled with the monopole would give them a lot of power, right? And they need enough power for what they want to do with Gun Build 2. So that just may be the ticket here.
要は電力を電磁波に変換して飛ばすか、レーザー光やマイクロ波に変換して飛ばすかの違いですから。電磁波は指向性が低くてエネルギーがすぐ拡散しちゃうんですけど、レーザー光やマイクロ波は電磁波と違って指向性がすごく高いです。つまりそれだけ電力を遠い距離にロスなく送れるわけです。
へえ、いいじゃん。それで行きましょうよ。
あ、でもマイクロ波送電の方は巨大ロボの電源としては向いてないので無視してください。
Okay, good to know.
向いてない？どうしてですか？
マイクロ波を飛ばすわけですから、周囲一帯が電子レンジの中みたいになっちゃうんですよ。
which would make the inside of Gun Build 2 extremely hot, right? And who was the one complaining about being inside Gun Build 1? Yeah. If Kaito were to go into Gun Build 2 to pilot it, he would basically be being roasted alive, or in this case, microwaved alive.
近くにいる人は確実に死んじゃいます。例えばロボットのコックピットの中とかも。
Not just in the cockpit, but anyone nearby. Jesus. Yikes. Well, yeah. Let's not go with microwave transmission. Jeez. Yeah. Things just went at a very serious turn here. Guys? Oh, Juna. How can she talk about something so gruesome with the usual smile on her face? I mean, she just kind of said it matter-of-factly. And so I guess it's just something that is, I guess, common knowledge with her? I guess? Which is why she can say this with a smile on her face, I guess? Like, she's smiling, but her eyes clearly aren't.
レーザー光送電の方は安全？
レーザーを人に当てたらその人は死んじゃうかもしれませんね。
All right. Are there any positives to laser transmission or even microwave transmissions? It's like, there has to be. It's like if... It's like there just has to.
でもレーザー光は光っていて肉眼で確認できますし、光はまっすぐ一直線にしか進みませんから。
Alright, yeah, they can't bend around corners.
マイクロ波よりは人が死ぬ危険性は少ないと思います。
Okay, well, I guess that's a little better.
送信装置はちょっと大掛かりになるかもしれません。ただロボット側に搭載する受信装置はパラボラアンテナとバッテリーだけで事足ります。
Okay, so need a parabolic antenna and a battery then. Let's do that.
大きさはどれくらいですか？
送信装置側で手動で狙いを定めるのならパラボラアンテナの大きさはあまり関係ないでしょう。ただロボットは常に動いているわけですから、あまり小さいアンテナだと狙いをつけるのが難しいかも。なのでその辺を考慮しつつ適度な大きさを考える必要がありますね。
レーザー殺人光線か。
What are you thinking, Akio? Akio closes her eyes and crosses her arms. The text isn't matching Akio's pose at all. She then slips into thought. It's like she's in a trance. I can understand Akio's hesitation on this. You know, I didn't think we were going to go on this much longer in here, but it seems like we are, and I'm sorry to say that I think we're going to have to pick this back up another time again. So yes, I'm stopping it here for now. So that's some interesting topics of conversation here this time. So a lot of things to consider, but we'll get more into this hopefully during the week, this next week here. So I hope you all enjoyed watching, and thank you all for watching as well. And if you enjoyed the video and want to see more, like, favorite, and claw that subscribe button to become part of the pack. And as always, everyone, I hope you all have a wonderful day or night, wherever you may be.